this is Miriello. Hello again for San Diego Cycling Public in association with San Diego Design Week. So today I get to go to Italy, at least via Zoom, to speak to a friend of mine. His name is Mark Studnicki. And Mark and I have met only a few times, but he has had a life that has intrigued the heck out of me, and I thought we could both learn something from him. He grew up in the US, Southern California. He was a mountain biker, found his way to Italy, and now he and his wife are there living full time, running cycling tours in Tuscany. And Mark knows the US cycling community and the Italian cycling community, so I thought it'd be fun for us to see what he's done with his life with the bicycle. And I've asked him to do a quick bicycle tour through Tuscany and film it for us. So, hope you enjoy this interview with Mark Studnicki.
Hi Ron, thanks again for including me in your San Diego Cycling Public project. Really appreciate it. As a lifelong cyclist, I've always been an advocate for using cycling and bikes in general to bring communities together, whether it's transportation, recreation, or just a way to socialize with the community. I think it's very important. Obviously, living here in Italy, I'm spoiled in the sense that cycling is a big part of the culture here and the community, and we'd love to see that rub off on some communities in the States. I know you're doing your part in the Southern California area. Thanks again. Nice hot day here in Tuscany, Italy. Yesterday we were following the Strada Bianchi race around all day, leapfrogging from one side of the course to the other so we could catch both the women's and the men's race. Extremely hot, dusty. Today it's not so bad, so I'm getting out here in the morning before the hottest part of the day, and I think I'll relax by the pool. So, ciao Ron, thanks again. Hope to see you again riding with us here in Italy. Ciao.
Hello, Mark Studnicki.
Hi Ron.
Hi. Really excited to connect with you. Where are you talking to me from right now?
We are in Tuscany, Italy, just east of Siena, in
Great.
The Chianti area.
So a brief introduction. Mark and I have been friends through social media. We actually, I think, may have met once at a bike event, but Mark leads the life, the alternate life I thought I might have one day, and he can tell us all about that. I also think he can give us a good perspective of cycling in Italy and Europe as opposed to cycling in the US. So I've sketched out a few questions for you. And the first one is, give us a little background about you, your life in biking real simply, and how the heck did you get from California over to Italy?
Okay, I'll make this as condensed as possible. I ended up in California in 1987. I originally grew up in Michigan, ended up in California in 1987, shortly after high school, and immediately began a fairly successful mountain bike racing career in Southern California. And then that lasted until 2017 before I moved abroad full time. I had worked for an Italian company for a number of years, and that company had brought me to Bologna on several occasions. So that introduced me to Italy, and then vacationing here on my own, opened a couple other doors, and ultimately in about 2004, I purchased a home here. So one thing we wanted to do when we first set out about creating our own cycling tour business was we didn't want to be just another slice in the same pie as everybody else. There's enough people out there doing that. The entire itinerary as a group. We wanted to do something more custom and more private. And after speaking with a lot of people that have done other cycling tours in the past, we learned that there was definitely a niche for that. And ultimately, people want to go on their own trip. They don't necessarily want to tag along on somebody else's trip, but that was the standard model for a long time and still is today. We wanted to create something different where our customers contact us, tell us exactly what they're looking for in terms of riding style, riding duration, riding intensity, and then also what kind of off-bike interests they have. And then we build the itinerary specifically for them, as opposed to selling them into another group that we already have that might already have a standard itinerary to it.
So since we're in San Diego and this event we're doing called San Diego Cycling Public is really about introducing, enlarging the community of cycling, particularly now during COVID, when the bike has been like our good neighbor next door we didn't spend time with. All of a sudden now we've made friends with our neighbor and realize how great they are. So general interest relative to cycling, what do you find people are coming over there looking for, and what do they find there when they come to Italy? Kind of the experiences you hear people playing back to you a week or two after they get home.
Well, they definitely appreciate, and this isn't just Italy per se, but in Europe in general, that cycling here is a lot more of a respected activity than in some other places of the world. Drivers here are very respectful to cyclists. Most people learn to drive in and around cyclists being on the road, and bike racing is one of the most popular sports in Europe outside of soccer and Formula One. So there's a great coexistence between cyclists and the general public in Europe that you might not see in other areas of the world.
Maybe can you just talk generally about the trends you're seeing in cycling, generally and specifically, that might help some of us or some of people new to cycling understand where it's headed? Just 2 or 3 top of mind trends that you predict or you foresee.
Well, the ones that immediately come to mind, obviously, is gravel riding. That's probably the most popular segment of cycling in the States. People want to get back off the well-traveled roads and onto the less traveled roads. Mm-hmm. To avoid traffic and to be able to tie different areas together.
And then anything else trend-wise, just off the top of your head before we go on to something else?
Well, obviously, too, with COVID, a lot of people here in particular were locked down and quarantined for a while, but they were allowed to ride outside at certain points during that lockdown. So a lot of people used that activity as a way just to get some fresh air, get out of the house, provided social distancing is met and all that stuff. So it gave people an outlet to just move around outside again. Great,
good. And Mark, this other question I got for you is a bit more vague, but with San Diego Cycling Public and what we're doing with San Diego Design Week, I'm interested in how the bicycle has the ability to create connections between people.
Everybody's not outside together as much as they used to be in the past. And cycling is a great way to meet your neighbors, meet the people in your area. You have a common interest and you have a common goal to pedal around and see other parts of your local area.
Yeah, for me, it was a way to escape, get out of the house, have my own life for a change.
Yeah. I mean, when you're a teenager, you can't just walk somewhere conveniently, but you could jump on your bike and be there very quick and meet friends from there that were riding over, and it just allowed you to meet up with people that you normally would never have met up with.
Thank you again for doing this video for San Diego Cycling Public in association with San Diego Design Week, and I love bringing Southern California and Italy closer.
Thank you, Ron. I appreciate it.
Good luck, and I will put the Vici Italia link here so people can meet you, communicate with you, learn about Italy, possibly even engage with you in the future.